and thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty card. I'm featuring this flowering foil specialty designer series paper. I don't know if you can see, but there's like this rose gold and silver foil on the paper outlining the flowers and the leaves and stuff. And I just colored it in. So this is a free item during the second release of Sale-A-Bration. So through March 31st, if you spend $50, you can get this paper for free. And you get three each of 4 different designs. I'll show you them. It's single-sided. Usually they're double-sided, but I think because of the foiling. So you get this one, which is really pretty. This one we're using today. This one and this one. And I've seen some really beautiful things with sponging and things like that. I did create this card. It's on my blog from yesterday. And all I did was I took my sponge daubers and I just inked them in my Daffodil Delight and my Calypso Coral, and I just blotted into each of the flowers. So I thought it came out really pretty. It's very bright and cheery, and you can look on my blog, pspapercrafts.com, from yesterday to see all the instructions and products used for that card. But today we're going to color with Stampin Blends. So I made this card with a card base of Granny Apple, I always think Granny Apple Smith, but Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to make this card with Rich Razzleberry. So the first thing I'm going to do is just color. And I'll speed this up. I'll tell you the colors I'm using. I'm using the dark Granny Apple Green for the leaves, and then some of the smaller ones I'll do in the light Granny Apple Green. I'm doing Purple Posy, the dark for the middle of the flower and the light for the outside of the flower. And then these little kind of berry things, I'm doing dark Rich Razzleberry. So these are the colors I'm using, and I think I also use light Rich Razzleberry just on these couple of things. So the dark is on these and the light is on these. And it's really cool to color because you go into the foil and it stops. It kind of doesn't bleed into it, so it makes it easy to color. And then I'll show you the rest of it. So let me get started coloring, and then we can, I'll speed it up and then we'll make the rest of the card. Okay, I have it all colored. I think it's really pretty. So that's, to me, the main like focal of the card. So actually that's the inside. Isn't that pretty? So I like it on the Granny Apple Green, but I think I'm going to like it better with the Rich Razzleberry. So let's get our sentiment. Now the sentiment is from Layered with Kindness, and I have that actually already mounted. And then on the inside I'm using this leaf. And there's this punch that goes with it, and this is called Label Me Lovely Punch. I had to go look at something. There's 2 punches that are out now. The Label Me Pretty, I think, no. Label Me Fancy and Label Me Lovely. They kind of coordinate together, but we're just going to use this one. So let's get, that's my inside. So this is my piece of scrap. So I'm going to do this also in the rich raspberry, and I think I'm going to make the ribbon rich raspberry as well. So I'm going to just ink this up and stamp it. I love rich raspberry. It's a great color. And then we'll just open this up and feed it in, and it really kind of hugs tight. So I like to just close it a little bit and then kind of fine tune it, and we'll punch it out, and then we'll do our ribbon as well. So with the ribbon, I'm using this petal pink metallic edged ribbon, and you can color this with blends because I wanted the metallic edge, so that's pretty cool. So I did it in Granny Apple Green on the other card, but I'm going to stick with the rich raspberry. So I'm just going to get my, is this the dark? This is the light. I'm going to take the dark rich raspberry and just color this. And it's pretty easy, and it dries pretty quickly. So the one thing about the Stampin Blends, the alcohol markers, are you can really color your pearls, your rhinestones, your ribbons, and really make everything match. So it's nice. And this is a light color, the pink, so it really colored well. So that's that. I'm just going to put this aside, and let's stamp the inside. So on the inside of this card, I have wishing you every happiness the special day will bring, and I have that from this Peaceful Moments stamp set, but you can use whatever inside you have. And then I use the leaf image from the Layered with Kindness. I use this one. So let's get that going. So let me get this out again. I'll do the sentiment in the rich raspberry, and then I'll do the leaves in the Granny Apple Green. Boy, I'm thinking of apples. So that's where that's coming from. So let me just line this up on my grid paper, and that looks about right. And then we can do the leaves, and then we can put the card together. It's a pretty easy card, and I just love this paper. I think it's so pretty, and I love that you can color it. So let me get the leaf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stamp it again, ink it up, and stamp it a third time, just to get some variation in colors. Okay, we've got that done. Now let's put our ribbon on, and I'm just going to pull this around. Which way do I want it? Let me just see. This way or this way? I think I like it this way. All right, not that it really matters, but I wanted to see where the flowers would land. So let me get some Scotch tape. And I'm just going to put some Scotch tape behind this ribbon in the back, and then I'll wrap it around and do the other side. And you could do tear and tape or however you want to do this. I like the Scotch tape lately. Just seems like it's faster. Okay. So then we can put this down. I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue in the back. And those blends really show through on the other side. You can see everything I did there. But that's okay, because we're going to layer it up. You wouldn't want to do that on a single layer. Like if you had a white card base, you wouldn't want to color the inside right on the card base, because it will show through if you're using the blends. Okay, and let's put the inside in while we have the glue out. And then we'll pop up the happy birthday and put some rhinestones on it. So yeah, I think I'm liking the rich raspberry better. I mean, I love the Granny Apple Green, but I think this really pops the flowers Okay, let's get some dimensionals. Do I have one started? Yes. So I'll just put some dimensionals on these, and I'm going to add a couple of rhinestones as well. I have the champagne rhinestones, so I think that would be good. It's kind of a metallic-y look, just to continue on with that kind of feel. Okay. And we'll put this right here. And then I'll get these rhinestones, and I use this tool. So I didn't use the biggest, I used the second from the biggest. And I'm just going to put one right down here, and then one right up here. And I think that goes good with this color here. Kind of all coordinates together. So these are the two cards. I think they're pretty. I love this paper. I hope you try it and try to color it. You could sponge it. You could use a sponge brayer. All kinds of things you can do to color these. They're really beautiful. But thanks for joining, and have a good day. Bye.